we go.
All right, game's coming up shortly. So yeah, I love the idea of the points value, and I think, and one of the things that I like about this system is I think that it offers them a lot of flexibility. So a system like this is only gets better when you iterate it, right? You play it over and over and over, and you start to really hone in on where the sweet spots are and where things are undervalued or overvalued or whatever. And
Wait. Are you telling me that they need to balance their point values?
what I'm telling you is that this is the first iteration of this list and the first time they've attempted this. I don't expect it to be perfect, and they're going to take what they gather from this, the data they gather from this event, and I'm confident that before you see another event run under this format, they'll go back and they'll reevaluate this point scale. I'm sure of it, because that's the only way these kinds of things get better.
It almost sounds like you're echoing what a certain video game company does to make sure that the game itself is fun to play.
I don't know what you're talking about, Saf. What lunacy is this? All right.
Speaking of lunacy, check it out.
Speaking of lunacy, Zath is excited. It's almost like OO7 was listening, as they have opted for a Burgonia instead of a Kurfürst in this match.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, and now Critical is now in a gearing again. Again? No, he was in Yu Yang before.
No, this is the first time that OO7 has fielded a gearing. They've gone Yu Yang gearing, double Yu Yang Smallland, and now Yu Yang gearing.
Right. But the important thing is both of their destroyers no longer have a heal. So I guess they're not happy with the mileage they got, which is interesting because I thought that Smallland was a brilliant pick.
I honestly did like the Smallland pick last map, and it worked brilliantly for them. I'm surprised to see they've backed it off. You think? Yeah, they probably. Well, they brought double Stalingrads, so they've moved. That's what it is. They've moved up from Zhao's by fielding 2 Stalingrads. They've had to cough up points somewhere else.
That's right.
Because they traded a Zhao up for a Stalingrad. That's a 5-point difference, right?
Exactly.
So those 5 points had to come from somewhere, and they came in the destroyer category.
See, this is what's so cool about this tournament, guys.
Yeah, I love the format.
There's so much subtlety to this, and there's just like on the surface it looks like okay, fine, these are the easy picks, but then you watch all teams like try to work through these point values. I love it.
Mm-hmm. My chat is also pointing out something else in the point values, kind of that we can hit on here because there's not a lot going on just yet. It's early in the match, but 17 points on Colbert also feels a little overvalued. I don't know that I agree with.
Interesting.
I think so. I don't. You know me. I don't like Colbert, right? That's a personal thing. But if you're gonna if you're gonna tell me that a Minotaur is worth 13 points and a Colbert is worth 17 points, I'm gonna scratch my head and look at you funny. Because in my mind, a Minotaur brings far more utility and even far more survivability than a Colbert does to a game.
Yeah, that is very true.
2 minutes gone, both teams grabbing their respective caps as the excitement starts to line up over here at the A cap. Now, I don't know, have they seen this? Let's have a check. No. So Luftwaffe has taken they've just now spotted his Stalingrad. He's taken a very aggressive central board position. They haven't been able to do anything about it. Mad Dog finally has him spotted. I assumed he was going to turn and point his bow to A, but he's not. Zath, he's turning to point his bow to B. I find this surprising.
With this too.
I'm surprised at this maneuver.
That might signal that OO7 is more interested in the B cap and pushing that side.
One of the things it does is it really pins those Zhaos into the B cap. Once the gearing is able to get up there and spot those Zhaos, they're going to have to be very cognizant of what angle they're showing to that central Stalingrad. Also because the other Stalingrad, that's Arcotherium, he is north of them. So if angling to both of them becomes a constant challenge that both of these Zhaos will have to manage if they're not careful. In the meantime, OO7 enveloping the A cap with radar. It's not only in the Stalingrad's radar range, it's in the Minotaur's radar range and the Yu Yang's radar range.
In other words, he's going to be spotted for quite some time.
In other words, Mad Dog is going to have a really rough game if he's not careful. He did get spotted there. He got chunked by somebody. I'm not sure how he got lit. Did Eagle Lance put up his radar? Somebody put their radar up, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was Eagle Lance.
Got chunked for about 25% of his HP. Immediately had to burn one of his fancy daring heals. Ooh, Elgar takes a solid hit from the Venezia as well. And Luftwaffe eating some torpedoes in the middle of the map.
Wow.
Already down to about half HP as the Zows continue to farm him out. He takes a cross-map shot at annoying Italian's Venezia, but the angle on that shot is not very good.
Nope, Luftwaffe was flooding. He's just forced to DCP now. That's not good.
No,
for him.
he's still flooding. He's flooding and burning. I'm watching the alarms. Luftwaffe's aggressive central play may backfire on him here as the Zows kind of able to farm him out a little bit with some timely torpedo hits from the gearing. There, he just now has DCP'd on 13,000 HP. More gearing shells coming in, and he's on fire again.
That's right. Death Snail doing what it does best over there from KIA.
I feel I really like this board position, Zal, but I feel like he would have been far better served pointing his bow the other way as the Venezia bags him, and he's out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They just threw away a lot of points on.
That was a lot of points. That was what 18 points that
18.
they coughed up in about 5 minutes here on Tears of the Desert. Well, 007 now a bit on the back foot, down one of their big expensive Stalingrads here, making a push, or at least trying to make a push for B, as that's the Burgonia. Being very aggressive with Desert Fox's Burgonia as he pushes down the 9 line over here.
Well, at this point, he kind of has to be, you know? He can't just kind of sit in the back there.
Yeah.
And the Burgonia is far better as an aggressive ship anyways, getting up in your face, using engine boost, using reload booster, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're going to have to make something happen here. The team at A may be able to hold the line, but Eagle Lance looking pretty beat up here, down about 3/4 of his HP.
He just took some shots from the Venezia. I think Finning radared him, maybe?
I was going to say, I'm guessing that was a Stalingrad radar plus some Venezia salvos that we missed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Finn radar. Elgar now coming under fire from Italian.
Yep. Elgar and annoying Italian trading shots here. Finning getting in on the action. Not landing any of those shells.
Hit point wise, though, we're almost 1,000 hit points down on the 007 side of the battle.
You mean 100,000 hit points?
Yes, is that what I said, or did I say?
You said 1,000, but it's fine. I knew what you meant.
100,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 007 coughing up a 70,000 hit point cruiser that quickly will do that to you. Again, Zav, I come back to I really liked the play. That turn to the south, I kind of went, what?
Yep.
So now, KIA, that's Mo Daddy's Kurfürst, able to be a little more aggressive. He's pushing due west along the F line, looking like he's going to take a bit more of a central position, as the Zows down on the J line begin to farm out Arcotherium's Stalingrad.
Oh, here comes Eagle Lance. There he goes.
Oh,
There he
007
goes.
losing their destroyer at A. That's huge. That's critical.
Annoying Italian had that one, just like, epic shot.
It only takes one, Zap, with that Italian SAP as a destroyer. You only have to screw up once.
Almost feels like that ship should be nerfed at some point, huh?
It seems like Wargaming agrees with you based on the patch notes that I read yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Venezia now pushing Zhao, pushing aggressively into Elgar. I have a hard time envisioning a world where Elgar can get out of this position with his ship.
Well, you know, he kind of spent way too much time on the border, and as a result, he's pretty much stuck there.
Yeah.
All he can do is luck chuck torps and hope for something.
Well, and in order to turn and get out of there, he has to turn to offer the Stalingrad a shot. So he's kind of hosed. It's only a matter of time before they collect his scalp.
Oh god, bringing little white mouse back into this, huh?
Oh.
Hey, Ethereum just went down too.
Kurfürst with a beautiful shot on an Arcotherium Stalingrad in the middle of the map. There goes Elgar up on the A line as predicted. 007 down to their last 3 ships, and just like that, they're going to go out, Zap. They might bag Gizeki here. It's looking close. They've just lost him. Gizeki skirting away on 300 hit points. But it's
Maximum adrenaline rush.
It's not going to matter. They have no ability to come back from this board position. Maverick's Minotaur is the only thing up north. He's going to get absolutely pummeled. The Stalingrad can pen him from literally any angle it chooses. KIA pushing.
Daddy now taking the same central spot.
Yep. KIA pushing their advantage here. They'll be our winners here shortly. It's only a matter of time.
There's that big SAP salvo.
Indeed. Maverick has to push the button. Luckily, it's all full pin damage, so he can heal a lot of it, but there's the Stalingrad penning him directly through the stern, essentially. One of the things that pushed once upon a time in events like King of the Seas, you saw Minotaur. Minotaur had a place, especially with her AA, which was amazing, right? Back when Carrier was in King of the Sea. But Stalingrad is one of the big reasons she got pushed. One of the big things that pushed her out, because she's so fragile. And as Stalingrad became more popular, Minotaur tended to just kind of disappear from the meta.
That's right. Desert Fox is going down.
Well, he's also learning the reason that Burgonia might be a little undercosted is because French battleships are super squishy to all this 8-inch HE, excuse me. They eat full pins, they burn, and against double Zhao, he's going to struggle. He's going out.
That's right. Remember, Burgon has 32mm armor all around.
Yep. All that 32mm on the upper works basically means that he just eats full pins from everybody's HE all day long, and there he goes. It's all over but the crying here on Tears of the Desert. KIA looks like they will be moving on to the new round as, yep, Maverick
There's
just
the
kind
kill
of
shot.
Maverick just pulls the brake and calls it a game. G36, the last surviving 007 ship here, as he gets into a gunfight with Ryan Joe Zhao. Why not, right?
Why not?
It's going to be a clean sweep for KIA unless Gizeki opens fire. 007's not even going to get a kill.
That's it.
And they don't.
That's it.
Solid win for KIA. And it all started, Zath, it all started with that hyper-aggressive Stalingrad position that they just weren't able to work.
That's right. That's right. We talked before about how teams have to be very careful not to take big risks and then throw something in the when you have that really big play. And unfortunately for 007, putting that Stalingrad where it was just farmed down relentlessly.
Yep.
Till it was gone.